Hi children, good morning. Welcome to your English grammar class. Today's date is 28th June 2021. Day is Monday. We are dealing with chapter 4 from English grammar. Name of the chapter is pronouns. Please open page number 17 in your grammar book. We are going to do this exercise B. But before we start with the exercise, let us revise singular pronouns and plural pronouns. So, singular pronouns. S-I-N-G-U-L-A-R. Singular pronouns. Singular pronouns in first, second, and third person. Do you remember? Singular pronouns in first, second, and third person. If you remember, quickly tell me, children. What are singular pronouns in first, second, and third person? First person is I. Yes. Second person is you. Yes. And third person singular pronoun is he. Yes. He refers to a boy. She refers to a girl. And it refers to an animal or a thing. Okay. So here I is going to change as me, I, and me. Always bring the story of pastor into your mind. Okay, then you will remember all the personal pronouns. I went to the pastor, pastor blessed me. You went to the pastor, and pastor blessed you. So you is going to remain as you only. There's no change in you. And he went to the pastor, pastor blessed, good, him. She went to the pastor, pastor blessed her, good. It went to the pastor and pastor blessed it. It is going to remain as it only. There's no change here. So these are singular personal pronouns in first, second, and third person. In first, second, and third person. Okay. Let me write first, second, and third person. Then let me write this plural pronouns. Okay. P-L-U-R-A-L. Plural pronouns in first, second, and third person. First person, second person, and third person. Now, first person plural pronoun is first person we. Yes, we. Plural is many, right? We. And we went to the pastor. Pastor blessed us. Okay, then you all went to the pastor. Second person is you all. All went to the pastor and pastor blessed you all. So you is going to remain as you only. Then third person is they. Right? They went to the pastor and pastor blessed them. Blessed them. So we, us, you, they, and them. These are the plural pronouns in first, second, and third person. Okay. I hope this is clear. Now in today's class, I am going to introduce two new words. Okay. Two new words. Number one is subject pronoun. S-U-B-J-E-C-T. Subject pronoun. Okay. And number two is object pronoun. Object pronoun. O-E-J-E-C-T. Object pronoun. P-R-O-N. Okay. Subject pronoun. See. Subject pronouns are, from these pronouns, I am going to divide some pronouns as subject pronouns and some as object pronouns. Okay, these personal pronouns in singular and plural, I am going to divide some as subject pronouns and some as object pronouns. Okay, look here. I. Take all the first pronouns. I. Okay. You. I. You. He. She. It. Okay. pronouns in singular, subject pronouns in singular, okay, comma, in plural, we, comma, you, comma, they. Okay, children? I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. All these are subject pronouns. Okay? Now, whatever are remaining are all object pronouns. What are remaining? Tell me. Me is remaining here, right here, me. Okay? Me is object pronoun. You, object pronoun. Him, her, and it. Him, comma, her, comma, it, comma, then us, you, and them. Us, you, and them. These are object pronouns. These are object pronouns. Okay. So you will understand the use of subject and object pronouns with the help of these examples. Okay, with the help of this exercise. So if we solve this exercise, you will clearly understand the subject and object pronoun. Okay. So let's begin our exercise, children. Look at your books. Rewrite the following sentences. Rewrite the following sentences, okay, by replacing the underlined words with correct personal pronouns. So understand the side heading first. Rewrite the following sentences. Rewrite means he's asking you to write the sentence again. Okay. How? By replacing the underlined words. You can see these underlined words, right? Okay. You need to replace the underlined words with what? With the correct personal pronoun. Okay. First you need to replace these underlined words with correct personal pronoun, and then you need to rewrite. It means write the entire sentence again. Are you getting me? So let's start, children. See, first one is done in your book. Still I'm going to explain you. First one. Lalit, Manish and I are planning to start our project. Okay. So Lalit, Manish and I are planning to start our project. Lalit, Manish and I. Okay, this is all nouns. Okay, Lalit is noun, Manish is noun, I, all these are nouns. Now we need to replace these names with a pronoun. Okay, so let's replace this. Lalit, Manish and I are planning to start our project. So before replacing, put a question. Put a question. Okay, you can use two questions. One is who. Okay, number two is whom. These two questions. So let us put this question. Okay, Lalit, Manish and I are planning to start our project. Who are planning to start our project? Who are planning to start our project? Who are planning? Who? Lalit, Manish and I are planning. Right? So, when the question is who, you need to use subject pronoun. Okay? Excuse me. So, Lalit and Manish are there. Along with Lalit and Manish, who is there? I am also there with the group, right? So, it is we. We need to use we. Look here. Subject pronoun we. We is there or not? Okay. So when you put a question to the given sentence and the answer which comes is a subject pronoun. Okay. When who is the question, then answer is subject pronoun. So write there. We. Lalit, Manish and I. So the answer is we are. Write the entire sentence. Planning. P-L-A-N-N-I-N-G. Planning to start our Project. Okay, so this is the answer. Lalit, Manish and I are planning to start our project. Who are planning to start our project? When the question is who, your answer should be a subject pronoun. Okay, so I am also there with Lalit and Manish, so the answer is obviously we. Okay, so we is a subject pronoun. Come to second one. There was a phone call for Lalit, Manish and me. There was a phone call. Now put a question. There was a phone call for whom? There was a phone call for whom? So the question is whom here. When question is whom, we need to use object pronoun. Object pronoun. Okay. So the answer should be, there was a phone call for Lalit, Manish and me. It means there was a phone call for us. For us. It is because I am also included, right? I am also included. When I am included, it is us. Okay. There was a phone call for Lalit, Manish and me. Here I am included. Okay. That is why we. Here also I am included. That is why us. But here the question is who. That is why here we are using subject pronoun. But here the question is whom. So we need to use object pronoun. So answer is us. Us is object pronoun. Us. Okay. So rewrite. Write the entire sentence. There was a phone call for us. Simply us. That's all. Us is the answer. Look at third sentence. Minnie and Rinny watched the kite flying festival. Minnie and Rinny watched the kite flying festival. Now put the question. Who watched the kite flying festival? Who watched the kite flying festival? Question is who. Then you need to use subject pronoun. Who watched Minnie and Rinny? Am I there along with Minnie and Rinny? No, I am not there. So it is clearly they. Okay? They. Minnie and Rinny. So I am replacing this Minnie and Rinny is nouns. Okay, names of two girls. So together, two girls together become they. They watched the kite flying festival. Okay? They is what? Subject pronoun. They is subject pronoun. Now look at next example, children. Okay, so next sentence, fourth sentence. See, Malini will join the contest. Put a question. Who will join the contest? Who will join the contest? If the question is who, the answer should be subject pronoun. Okay? So Malini is name of a girl. So simply replace it by she. She will join the contest. She will join the contest. So check if she is a subject pronoun or not. Subject pronoun. She, yes, she is there. She is a subject pronoun. Okay. Are you getting me, children? See the next sentence. Malini tells Shalini also to join the contest. Here Malini will join the contest. Okay. So next sentence is Malini tells Shalini also to join the contest. Okay. So put a question. Malini tells whom also to join the contest. Malini tells whom also to join the contest. She tells whom. If question is whom, then it should be object pronoun, right? She tells whom, her. Okay, see, object pronoun, her. She changes to her. Okay, so Malini tells her also to join the contest. Malini, Malini tells her. Okay. Malini tells her also to join the contest. Malini tells her also to join the contest. Next is, the teacher will help Girish do the homework. The teacher will help Girish do the homework. So put the question. Okay. The teacher will help whom do the homework? The teacher will help whom do the homework? When whom is the question, then your answer should be object pronoun, right? So what is the answer? The teacher will help him. Him. Girish is a boy, right? Will help him do the work. Okay? Him. Check the object pronoun. Him. The teacher will help him do the homework. Okay? He changes to him. Girish is he. But teacher will tell him. Why are we writing him? Because the question is whom. So we need to use object pronoun here. Next sentence. Look at 7th sentence. The dog barked at the strangers. Good. Look at this example. In this, the first part is also underlined, even the last part is also underlined. Okay. So we have two questions here. We get two questions here. The dog barked at the strangers. First question is, who barked at the strangers? Who barked at the strangers? When question is who, then your answer should be subject pronoun, right? Who barked at the strangers? It is animal, the dog, right? So use it. It barked, B-A-R-K-E-D, barked at dog. These strangers is underlined here. This complete thing is underlined. These strangers. Now put the second question. The dog barked at whom? The dog barked at whom? If it is whom, then you must use object pronoun. So object pronoun, okay, will be for it is it only. So there is no change. Sorry, here it is the strangers. Okay, the strangers are what? Unknown persons. Strangers are unknown persons. Okay, strangers. It means many are there. When many are there, okay, it is them. The dog barked at them. Okay, this is the answer. It barked at them. When first question is who? Who barked at the strangers? The answer is it. The dog, second question is, the dog barked at whom? The answer is them. The dog barked at them. It means the dog barked at the strangers. So answer is it barked at them. Now will you try the last sentence, children? Only one sentence is left. Manish runs fast. This is very easy. Manish runs fast. Who runs fast? Who runs fast? Manish. Manish is boy. Okay, Manish is boy. So simply it is he runs fast. Subject pronoun. Okay, he. He runs fast is the answer. Okay, children, I hope this concept is clear. Subject pronoun, object pronoun, the more you solve the number of examples, the easier it becomes for you to understand this concept. It is not that tough. Okay. So, happy learning. See you tomorrow. Please finish this exercise in your book. Okay. Bye bye, children.